Morning sports fans, how are you? We're here at Wild Bean Cafe here in Northway. So I've just stopped for the usual, we got a little job up to pt2 today in Beckford though, so we got to move a cabin on site, and then we're going to South Wales to Pembroke. What's going on there? It's going to Pembrokeshire to put a frame in, and then after that got to put some wheels on it, then after that got to do a site visit, then after that got to work out if we can get another one of these My Shire homes in. So I'm doing a little bit of a job for James today. He's trusted me to put some wheels on. Got the PTO fixed on the lorry. Turns out there was something in the tank stopping the flow of oil going to the PTO, so it seems to be okay at the moment. Whether it's done any lasting damage, I don't know, but we'll go from there. Right, we'll get it to Beckford. I've got to be there at 7. I've still got 20 minutes, so for some reason I started really early this morning, and I don't know why, but there we go, that's what it is. We'll stop yakking, we'll get cracking. That rhymed. Right, so that don't seem too bad. We got that cabin down there, which is 9 meters long and not going to fit on the bed. We just got to lift it up and plonk it next to that one, which shouldn't be too bad. However, now I've said that, I ain't going to show you me lifting it. The next clip you see should be loaded. I mean, what even is overhang? So we got a little bit hanging off. I shouldn't worry about that. Yeah. So we're just gonna move this now over there. Definitely not gonna drive it as it is. This is a note for future me. PKL want it tight to here, but as you can see, power cable, and that's probably already closer than I need to be. So this will do. If they want it moving, they'll have to move it with their forklift. Right, that's that cabin situated in its new home. I couldn't get too close, like I said, because of the power line. You know, when it says danger and risk of death. Back to the yard now, go get that frame, and then we'll go down to Wales. So we just go up through Beckford. Don't blink because you will miss it. Oh, that's tough. How's that grab you? So just there on the right hand side, that's the Beckford Inn. Do a nice pint of Thatcher's Gold in there, so I'm told. Lovely little pub back. Went to a wedding there a few years back. I mean, you know, it didn't end well, but you know. Anyway, comment down below if you know who that was, and I know you're watching. So yeah, that was Beckford. Gotta get out of here now. Oh, that's unnecessary. If I weren't yakking to you, I probably could have made that, because 2 cars were turning at the same time. Now, I could do the old peep and creep. We'll see how we get on with that, but there's too much in front of me at the moment. Right, okay. Right, peep and creep enabled. That's one bit of road blocked off. Wait for the horns. Yeah. There we go. Oh, lovely. Well, sports fans, we've arrived in Wales. Handbrake is on, but you know, have a butcher's. Yeah. Mirror that side. Yeah. All of the yeah. But don't worry, it only gets better. Right, let's get into farms, have a look. Please forgive the lorry rattling away in the background, but what an absolutely gorgeous location. So the cabin they're having is going just beyond that pylon over there, and they have got a bit of hard standing over there, but at the moment it needs whacking, and they're having another ton of gravel put on it. So at the moment I can't actually put the frame where it needs to be. So for now I'm going to unload it in here, and then when we bring the cabin back I'm going to have to come back through this entry again, which in itself was a bit of a mission, but I ain't going to go on about it because that's not me. But I've got to put that frame down there, put the wheels on there, and then we've got to try and get back out. And that, I think, will be a gamble. Gonna need you guys to help me reverse back, if that's alright. So if you don't mind keeping an eye out when we back out, just go whoa, or that'll do, Murph, you know, whatever, something like that. So we got the wheels on, just 6 bolts, 3, and then you got your 6 on there. Obviously the same the other side. But I'm struggling here because I'm just finding reasons to not do anything because it's just so nice. And it's actually hot, you know, that's sweat. I haven't just hit water on my head, that genuinely is me working. Literally I feel about 7 stone lighter. Oh, hello sports fans, well we're back again. Because I'm a rubbish YouTuber, I never filmed where we dropped it off. You know, the trouble is I get too involved in what I'm doing, and then the next thing you know I've reversed out, and here I am. So, but that's just what it is. If I had a film crew following me around all day, I'm sure it'd be a lot more interesting. Right, so that tree there we've just gone under is one that's got to be cut when we bring the cabin in. So this route in, or the route out, sorry, is the way that I'll be coming when we come back with the cabin, which will be a lot higher and obviously wider than the base. So these trees here I think shouldn't be a problem because they're only skinny little fellas. It's that one there leaning over on an angle, which, don't get me wrong, doesn't look brilliant, but I think if we just straddle it like I just have, we should miss it because it's a domed roof, you know. So the highest point is right in the centre of the lorry, not on the side. So that's got that little job going for it. Other than that, I don't think we're going to have too many problems. As long as I've got a set of eyes. James, I'm looking at you. You can be watching me, and although I think he said Gareth might be coming with me on this one, which... Oh, that little tree there, no problem. Which shouldn't be too bad. We just got to find the right way out. Obviously I'd come cross country on the way here because I wasn't high and I wasn't terribly wide, so I was quite confident of coming down little single track lanes, but that one there might be a bit of a gamble. But again, we'll just keep our eye on it. But yeah, we'll be going out the way that I'll be coming in. So we'll head towards Haverfordwest from here, and Wishaw. I think it's Wishaw. That one's going to be close as well. If it doesn't hit the roof on the lorry, it shouldn't hit the cabin because the spotlights are not far off the same height. Right, so I turned left into here, so I'm going to turn left coming out. That's an encouraging sign. They've obviously had a bale trailer through here. Excuse me, let's hope I'm either behind it or it's not going to come back. the M4 now, sports fans. So you probably might notice that the road is quite wide here and there's, you know, bumps galore. Well, that's because there used to be tolls on the other side. And then this road was really here because it was all like tolls and stuff. So the bridge we're about to go over is the new Severn Bridge, or the second Severn Bridge, but it's not really called the Severn Bridge, it's called the Prince of Wales Bridge. Now, I don't know which side of the fence you're possibly on. Osprey, you're going to be on the left hand side, I can tell you that straight away. Left being Welsh, right being the English side. Now we can argue all day long about whose country's better, but the fact of the matter is this bridge was paid for by the French initially. Now that ain't, you know, a secret by any means, but also a lot of people probably don't realise it was paid for by the French, and then it became a toll bridge to pay off the French. They weren't happy about that because let me tell you, they weren't expecting people to want to pay to get into Wales. I mean, again, not getting into it, but yeah, needs a lick of paint now though. We'll have a look in a minute. Which way's the water going? Ah, the tide's coming in. Yeah, tide's coming in. You can tell that by the way that the water swirls around the buoy. Ordinarily I'd call it a buoy, but we'll call it a buoy because there are the odd American watches the channel. Mr. Thompson Trucking, what do you call it? Is it a buoy or a buoy? You probably call it something weird like a floating bobble or something, I don't know. Americans are strange. Well, no, they're not strange, they're just different to us. And when I say us, I mean the British. And when I say the British, I mean the English mainly. Particularly the southwest, you know. Anyway, that was the Severn Bridge, but we enjoyed it. I mean, the Prince of Wales Bridge, sorry. Wow, we just pulled up at Micklewood, and look what's here. I mean, I don't even know what to even think of that. I mean, no, yes, no. It's not exactly inspiring, is it? Looks like a transformer that's had its nose cut off. But we're struggling to get people in the trucking industry. No wonder when the lorries look like that. That's safe. Well, sports fans, who even am I with my blueberry muffin? So we're back at Micklewood and got another cabin on today. Bye-bye. Look at the length of these things. That is some sort of shed if you got clad in that length. So anyway, we're actually going to take this back to where we had the old hydraulic failure the other day, and hopefully actually install it for the lady. So that would be nice to see it in place on the trailer, on its wheels, pushed into the old Bob's your uncle. So we've just got off of the A30, we're just coming up into Hon Itton now. That would be a good time to put the beacons on. Not that anyone looks at them, but I'll stick them on just to cover my Rolf Harris. I mean, obviously I understand I'm the one causing the inconvenience, so I will try and drive as if nobody's seen my beacons. Do you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Or I'll try and make the risk to everyone else the least I can. You know, all of the above. But even after doing all of that, you still get that one person who has to put the arms in the air and keep coming at you. You know who I mean. We've all seen them. Here we go. This is where I'm going to have to be a bit switched on through here. As you can see, it's not the narrowest road in the road, but I am a good 3 the other lane. Oh, hang on. Where were we before we got rudely interrupted? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're in the thick of it now. Yep. And then obviously that side you can see in the mirror. We got all the room in the world, and now there's a car coming the other way. Right, so we're just dropping down the hill into sight now. And this really is narrow. Oh, I don't know what that was, but something just moved. Something definitely moved on the bed then. I think we'll just have a little liaise with James and that and see what's occurring. See what's happening. Hello, dog. Hello. Come on in. I've got a new little friend there. Oh, right. Not sure what these folks here are doing, whether they're going to, I don't know what they're doing, to be honest with you. Where am I? Is he? I don't know. Let's go in first, if I'm honest with you. Now, this might be a bit boring for you guys, but we'll do it in real time just so you can see me professionally struggling. No! Can we just agree it wasn't my fault? It's
no, I thought there was just all bushes and there was a patch in the bush.
It's nature's fault, isn't it? Oh, hello. Oh, I thought you said it was broke. That's merely a flesh wound.
Only a little fracture.
Yeah, it'll be alright. When we were coming down that hill, you know, I said, oh, we just bit into the wood here. Not great. James does know about it. I mean, yeah. That weren't like that earlier.
Much better.
So we're just doing some mechanical maintenance. I bet that post has been in there 350 years. Oh, yeah, look at it. Ideal. Well, never seen that coming. There's more of the post in the floor than there was hanging out. Sandals. Hello! Crikey, there's water down in there. Jesus. So we're having a few spotted difficulties, but just really offended this man here. I do apologise. I said, are you Cornish or Devon? And his answer was
Devon.
And
Definitely
what,
Devon.
And what is it first?
It's cream first, then jam on top. Alright?
That's the definitive answer, and I ain't hearing no more about it.
And we're working to the highest agricultural standard here. And what concerns me is we are in Devon. Now this driver travels all around the country, and I'm just a bit concerned now. He did find us here. Like, you know?
I did a recce the other day.
Okay.
James, I followed James into
That's right. Then.
Right, so you can see we're having some, you know, technical difficulties, but we just got to get these lined up with that, and then we're done.
I'm going to get a nice angle of that bent arm from over there.
I don't want to, it's called deflection. Oh yeah, farming. Ah, clotted cream. There you go.
That's it.
That's more of that farmer engineering. Right, we'll retrieve that from the trees and get tidied. Right, so what we've been dealing with is, I don't know if you can see that leg in the bush. Yeah. So that one's gone. I don't even know where that one is. I pressed it down and it lifted the bed, so I presume that's strong. But this is the best one. I'm not exactly sure what happened to the audio from this piece, but there was a lad on site, he had a drone up, and he said, I'll WhatsApp you the videos I took, so I'm going to insert them at the end of this little piece, and we'll see you in a minute. Well, here we are on the M5 doing a grand total of 50. No, we're slowing down again. Brilliant. Well, that's what you get for going up the M5 on a Friday at 3:20. Nice Maybach. Don't know if you can see that out the window or not. Probably not. Anywho, oh, we're doing 45 now. Oh yeah. So that was the video this week. I hope it was satisfactory enough for you to give me a thumbs up or maybe even a comment. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult because I do a lot more than you see, but I know it's cabins all the time. The cabin's a cabin. It is what it is, but you want to hear my nonsense and drivel, you'll have to put up with them, innit? You know? And that is the long and the short of the route. So thank you for watching. Now's the time to do all that subscribing stuff. And we'll see you next week. Fade to black. What are you still doing there? Switch it off. It's a blank screen. What's wrong here?